Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain For You. It's a gorgeous day, high 80s, and it's only May. So today's topic is going to be less fear means less pain. So I'll talk about that in a minute. Going to enjoy some fresh air outside, listen to the nature, take a couple of nice deep breaths. Breathe in the peace, exhale the stress. Breathe in the confidence, exhale the fear, right? All right, so remember what I always say. This whole TMS chronic pain stuff is fueled by fear and the attention we give it. So it goes to say that with less fear, you are going to have less pain. Also, if you can turn down the fear, you're not going to need to stare at it as much. You're not going to be as terrified and needing to look at it and pay attention and monitor it and manage it and try to fix it. So less fear means less pain. Primarily because pain is driven by the nervous system. And fear amplifies and heightens the vigilance of the nervous system. So it all kind of works together like that. And so when you learn not to be as afraid of the symptoms themselves, we can literally turn down the dial on that nervous system. And so a lot of people are going, yeah, but Dan, pain's scary. How am I supposed to not be afraid of the pain? And I get it. When you can barely walk, or when you can barely sit down, or when you can barely do whatever, yes, it is easy to fall into the trap of fear. However, you know about TMS. You know about this mind-body reason for the pain. You know that the pain is not based on a structural or physical problem. And therefore, you can use your intelligence to start to dial down the fear, right? When you realize that this is temporary, when you realize it means that you're not physically broken, those things can absolutely dial down the fear. And if you're not certain, get certain. Take the pain test. Go to yourpaintest.com or go to ppdassociation.org/symptoms. Answer the 30 questions. The more of them you say yes to, the more likely it is. It's this mind-body stuff. The more likely you can discard your fear and say, I don't need to be afraid of this anymore. And I understand the fear of, well, if I don't get better, then I won't be able to live my life. Yes, I understand that. But allowing those fears to rule your day will just keep you in fear, which will keep you in the stress response, which will keep the adrenaline and cortisol and the heart rate and the blood pressure and everything amplified. And how well do you think your pain is going to settle down while you're in that state? Not very. So it's really important to understand that, one, while I understand the fear trap, there's truly nothing to fear. You've done your homework. You've ruled out the life-threatening stuff. Doctors are really good at finding that stuff, and they didn't find it. So you rule in this thing called TMS, and then you can kind of set aside and put away that fear. Because the fear doesn't keep you safe, right? It truly doesn't. If you're in the woods and you walk up to a bear, your fear is going to keep you safe. Stress response, fight or flight, that's going to help you survive that encounter with the bear. But, if you truly look around, even if you're bedbound, look around and go, yeah, this sucks because I hurt so bad, but I'm truly not in danger. And I'm not minimizing at all anybody's situation or anybody's pain levels or anything like that. But what I am suggesting to you is to do a sanity check here, that TMS means you are not broken. I heard a story that Dr. Sarno used to tell people, go live your life, there's nothing wrong with you. That was his message, and I think That's still the same message of anybody who is teaching and coaching in this TMS mind-body space. Essentially, the physical abnormalities you may have seen in your X-ray or MRI or CAT scans are normal abnormalities. And if you had a true injury years ago, the body has already healed long ago. Any pain that still persists has been learned by your hypervigilant, freaked out, fearful nervous system. So it's really your job to decide, and you can decide, that I am not going to play this fear game over and over and over again. And I just had a couple encounters today via private messaging, and somebody was saying, oh yeah, my pain came back and I freaked out and I've been on Google for the past 3 days and I've diagnosed myself with 100 different things. And I had to kind of talk this person off the ledge and say, no, if your pain went away for 3 months and it just came back, a week or two ago and you feel stuck, the best thing you can do is get back to that calm confidence that got rid of it in the first place. That certainty, the clarity. Don't go diving back into the mainstream medical world and Dr. Google and expect to find the magic easy off button. There is no easy button. This is the easy button, because all you got to do is convince your brain and sell it on the concept that you're actually not broken. How do you do that? By staying the heck off of Google, because Google is just going to scare the crap out of you. And then you're going to self-diagnose yourself for 100 different things just because your pain came back. Let's take a step back and say, okay, my pain was gone and it came back. You can look at that one of two ways. Either, oh my God, it was just a remission, it's back, I'm screwed. Or you can step and go, interesting, it's back. What did I do the first time? And oh, by the way, the couple of months that this lady was pain-free is 1,000,000% proof. Not that there's 1,000,000%, but there's 1,000,000% proof that there's nothing wrong with her body, because if it was a structural physical problem, she wouldn't have been pain-free for a few months. So come on. Don't let the existence of pain or the recurrence of pain cause you to freak out and dive back into the swimming pool full of fear. Because the more fear you have, the more pain you have. And the less fear you have, guess what? The less pain you have. It's just the way this system works. So, my neighbor just started his damn tractor. Good thing I was done with this video. I'm going to point this way so the camera is away from his or the microphone's away from the noise. Listen, guys and gals, that's it. Turn down your fear. Because if you've done the analysis and the TMS indicators say this is TMS, look for evidence that it is. Situations that don't make sense in the structural, physical, injury, sense, and the only thing that makes sense is this TMS mind-body concept stuff. Use that intellectual part of your brain to say, I'm not going to jump back into the fear pool because it's not worth it, right? You're not in danger. Once you've determined it's TMS, that means you're not broken. I don't think you're broken physically, mentally, or emotionally. You just got to convince your brain of that. So that's why I keep showing up. Hopefully you find this stuff helpful. Love you guys and gals, and I will see you tomorrow.